The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising. Now, it's Sac&Co.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sac&Co. I'm your host, Melissa Paul, ABC 10's morning meteorologist. Rob Carlmark, I know you just saw moments ago. He reassured everyone that today's weather should be cooling down just a little bit for the next couple.
My electric bill was almost as much as my mortgage.
We were worried about the baby's room upstairs because it was really hot.
My wife and I would be constantly changing the thermostat.
We'd come home and the internal temperature of the house was hotter than it was outside.
We really didn't know how much we'd save, but once we installed it, we saved $200 a month that allowed us to do other things for the family.
The family's definitely a lot more comfortable with Eagle Shield.
After we installed Eagle Shield, the internal temperature of the home dropped between 8 to 10 degrees, where it's actually cooler in the house than it was outside, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
Having my children comfortable is very important to me, and the Eagle Shield definitely has made a big difference in our lives.
And now they can sleep in their own beds.
Okay, well, we just got done hearing about how many people are so excited and happy with their experience working with this gentleman and his company that is Eagle Shield. We have with us right now, we have Garrett Harwood. He's the owner who's making everybody extremely comfortable in their home, despite the temperature change that I was just trying to talk about. So today's going to be comfortable, temperature's going to be dropping, it's going to be cool before we know it. And insulation is key when it comes to being comfortable in your home. There's no expert better at knowing that than this man right here. So,
Thank you.
So Garrett, we just heard from tons of people. How many people have you helped that are so happy with their experience with Eagle Shield?
Well, in 16 years, we just passed 45,000 customers in 16 years, so we're very proud.
Yes, and you should be. And as we just saw, people are gloating about their experience with you and how happy they are with the product and service that they got. So I would like to talk, though, more about who the ideal Eagle Shield customer is, because there's a very specific person that you're helping.
Well, it is, especially when you get into really hot climates like Sacramento Basin. Any homeowner that's really too hot in the summer or too cold in the winter, or they're looking to upgrade their home, then we typically can help them be cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter.
Great. And you can help people watching today become one of those happy customers to ensure that they're very comfortable as we head into this inclement season.
Yeah, well, the most important thing we do is come out with thermal imaging, and this thermal imaging camera is a $9,000 item that will assess exactly where you're losing heat, gaining heat, so we can find out where your problem is. That's normally $350 value, but we're waiving that fee for reviewers. So if you call our toll-free number on the screen, 1-800-883-2453, we will come out, do an 18-point audit, inspect your home. There's no cost to you mentioning this station, and we'll assess and see what's going on with your home. And then also, for the first 50 callers, we have limited supply. So if you call right now to that toll-free number, we're going to give you a $150 value space-age water heater blanket. Same technology wrapped around a $2 billion space shuttle. You get that blanket that goes around your water heater, doubles your hot water, saves you about 20% off your hot water bill, just for calling 1-800-883-2453.
Great, and you have an example right here in studio of how your reflective material actually works.
Well, yes. Well, January 1st, 2011, reflective insulation became code. You may notice that if you or your viewers go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, go to Costco, and you look up, everything is aluminum blankets now wherever you go.
Here in studio.
Yeah, right above us. And all the new air conditioning heating ducts are wrapped with reflective insulation. That became code 2011, but most people don't realize they can use that technology. So what it does for you, this is a good example. These are 250 watt heat lamps. This side right here is typical insulation people are used to. Keep in mind, that's no different than a kitchen sponge. It soaks up heat till it's full, then it releases. That's why everybody you know is hotter in the late afternoon, early evening when it's cool outside.
Yes.
Why in the wintertime do cats sleep on the roofs? Because it just soaks up heat and releases. This side over here has high performance reflective insulation designed by NASA. If you look at the temperature, you'll see 150, 60, 170, over here 80, 90. Which home would you rather live under?
That's a big difference,
yeah.
my friend.
Another good way of showing it so people get a quick visual, this is a BTU meter. I don't want to burn you, but if they're able to zoom in. Okay, now watch. As I go away and come in, you should feel the heat.
Whoa.
Yeah, now watch this. There it is, 500.
Okay, I think that said 5 degrees.
Yeah. Just that simple. You
Yeah.
can see the difference. So that's exactly what we do. One of our features in a home, we cause you to be about, I'd say 8 to 10 degrees cooler in the summer, about 8 to 12 degrees warmer in the winter. You save up to 44% off your utility bill. Naturally, because you're running your air conditioner and heater 70% less, because you're not wasting anymore.
Yeah, okay, and then you had mentioned space age water heater cover for a reason. It's because it's designed by NASA. So can you explain that further?
Well, yes. Who knows more about extreme heat and cold than NASA? In space, they deal with 710 degrees of temperature swing at the same time. So what they did, they created reflective insulation. It's wrapped in every spacecraft and spacesuit, and now it's available here on Earth in the building industry, and you've used it your whole life in thermos bottles and ice coolers and refrigeration trucks, emergency space blankets. Now in new construction, you have to put it in, and what Eagle Shield focuses on is helping that homeowner be cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter, and save money.
Okay, Garrett, you know your stuff. It's very obvious just chatting with you here right now. Our viewers are actually submitting questions for you. They're giving us calls or leaving questions that they're hoping that you can help them with. Do you mind answering one?
Yeah, it'd be my pleasure.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a listen.
Hi, I'm calling from Folsom. I'd like to know the energy products you recommend that have the best return on investment.
Okay. All right. So everything I say, I go straight back to data. Department of Energy claims that we call it the three-legged step stool of energy efficiency. If any one of these things is deficient, the stool can't stand. Insulation, ventilation, quality pure airflow. So if you want the biggest bang for the buck that gives you the most comfort, saves you the most money, and it's the least expensive, first and primary is you insulate. You know, people will say to me, should I upgrade my air conditioning unit? My standard answer is so you can more efficiently waste energy. Yeah, the most important thing is keep the heat you don't want out, keep the heat you do want in. Second, ventilate. That's where we put in a high performance solar attic fan to suck the hot air out of the attic, which then takes the heat out of your home. And number three, have us deep clean, seal, wrap, and purify, and wrap your ducts with reflective insulation, basically turning your ducts into a thermos so you double the pressure and it's instant cool, instant hot, you have no waste. So those big three, insulation, ventilation, airflow, does the most good.
Garrett, thank you so much. And how can you help those watching today?
Well, just give us a call, the toll-free number. We'll come out with thermal imaging. We'll assess it. That fee, normally $350, is waived for your viewers. So if they call 1-800-883-2453, we will come out, inspect your home, and for the first 50 callers that call right now while supplies last, we're going to give them a space-age water heater blanket. It's $150 value. Call the toll-free number, you get it.
Excellent. Thank you so much, my friend.
My
Really
pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Everyone, a lot more to come right here on Sac&Co right after the break.
This segment paid for by Eagle Shield.